My fists, they are made of steel!
Hello, I'm your host, HiGPS, and today's episode is number 117. It's the Fists of Steel.
My fists, they are made of steel!
Yes, it's these items right here. I've been out for a while, have had some tweaks and stuff like that. It's a pretty good item, actually, if you're a heavy and you want to pretend you're a rock and not take any damage whatsoever. And thank you for noticing my bloodshed eyes, because I haven't been sleeping well the past year. Anyway, 40% less damage from ranged sources, 20% longer weapon switch, and 100% more damage from melee. So if somebody hits you with a melee weapon, they do twice the damage. And if they hit you with your melee weapon that does crits like Jiraiya Bushwhack or Extinguisher Pyro when you're on fire, you will take 390 damage in one hit. So yeah, that's the downside. Of course, the only way to get the heavy to say my fists are made of steel is to punch people. Which is an exclusive for this item only. And it happened on the first try. I did not intend for that, because the last time I did that, it took like 10 kills before he got it. So we got a couple of replays there that we're going to be looking at. Of course, this weapon is very much used in Highlander. It's either the gloves are running urgently, or the Fists of Steel are mostly used. So we're going to see why so many people like to use the Fists of Steel. It's pretty good, can be used efficiently. So let's take a look at our first submitter today. I'm not sure if he has submitted before, but his name is Rubber Punch, and he's the guy that's over here. But oh, what's this? A floating pair of fists! Oh yeah, that gotta be terrifying. However, I have discovered a way to fix this. If you do like this, and then you do this, and you do this, and then you click that, it should work and not crash the game. Whoa, there he is. There's our hero with hats and everything. It still has no hands. That's not that big a deal. So he is using the shotgun, Natasha, and Fists of Steel. A very peculiar combination indeed. And I have no idea what he is trying to do. I'll be honest with you, I have absolutely no clue. So now, it spins his Natasha up, and he's still hanging around the spawn area. Keep in mind, you gotta push the cart. This is, of course, Deathmatch High Tower, a map that never really ends if both teams are equal, because the map aren't that well designed. It's probably the most stalematy map in the entire game that are not custom made from, you know, users and being like officially put into the game. So he just ran back. Basically what he did this round so far is that he went running up here, going upstairs, back here, that's all we done, which is nothing. So already we seems a bit indecisive. As a soldier, yeah, taking that reduced damage. Oh, melee weapon. Alright, spy saved us. Okay. So this is using it too much. You know, you only use it when you want to take less damage, and that is when you're pushing forward and when you're falling back, not when you're in combat. When you're in combat, you want to use your minigun and just mow down everything. That is usually what you want to do. So this is kind of the wrong way to do it. Of course, it's fun punching people if they don't know that you're extremely weak to melee weapon. Keep in mind, 3 punches kills the heavy, because you take 100% more, which means you did 300 more damage. In 2 or 3 hits, the heavy will go down when he's holding these. And then he's just punching everything, pretending he's a rock. And the rock thing is kind of like, I guess you can call it a strategy thing, where it is that they can't kill you, but you can't kill them either. It's kind of like if you hide, like, you can't see those who are chasing you or seeking you if you're playing hide and seek, but they can't see you either. So it's a good weapon if you're if the only thing you can do is to take damage, like here. He is hiding behind the cart, and then gets air blasted in the air, and then just shot in the face by a spy with a crit pistol. So that is the bit of the wrong way to use it. Like, or using it too much running around. Of course, it's fun and stuff, but you know, you don't really get that much out of it, you know. So let's take a look at a map that a lot of new players play. I actually, like, even though the map is not very good, I recommend it for new players because it's easy to grasp, and that map is going to be our old favorite. You're going to see which one it is. I'm not going to tell you what it's called. You can guess. And if you don't know this map, then you are lucky. So we have our friend Rubber Punch. He's not actually Rubber Punch, he's Steel Punch right now. And just to check his back for spies, and oh yes! Medic can't really hurt him because he takes 40% less damage. Yeah, get him! Oh no, melee! My only weakness! What was that? What was that? So, in this episode, we are focusing on having the fail first, and then the best in the middle, and then mediocre at the end. Because that's a good structure. Yeah. So this is going to be Rubber Punch. And I know I've seen a lot of players actually do this. This is a good map, but this is, of course, Badwater that everybody plays. Probably the most played map in TF2 at the moment. It's really fun, really easy to grasp. Payload. I recommend if you're going to start playing TF2, start playing on this map. So we're going to be seeing Rubber Punch overuse it. And that is actually hurting his playstyle. Of course, he's using a shotgun, still I think, and some minigun. So right now, he had a very good opportunity, of course, he's just a ghost, to kill this medic. Whoa. Did I time that or what? Bleh. Yeah. He had an opportunity to kill this medic with his minigun, but the demo did it for him. But, you know, he was just standing there anyway. So, of course, there's another heavy there, and instead of engaging him, he's just hiding behind the cart, taking less damage and being healed by the cart, because the cart does indeed block some of the damage, so... Doing very well, and he's just being a rock, being unkillable from a distance, and just checking his back. And keep in mind, headshots do 40% less damage too, so that means a fully overcharged heavy with full heal does not die from a sniper that's a fully charged headshot that does 450 damage. It does like 290 or something. So, finally he starts to spin up his minigun, and this is what you should do. And there's a heavy below, above, and he's below, and he dies, and we got another heavy's ass who also dies on top of the camera. So we have seen that overusing it doesn't really get you kills, because yeah, you take reduced damage, but you don't do anything to them. Right? So let's take a look at some more proper usage of this weapon. It is great for survival in a push. If you're great to stand in the open so you can't get sniped, it's good for just standing around and being annoying. Is essentially what it's good for. So we're gonna have Rubber Punch still here, and he's actually gonna use his minigun this time. Excellent. Oh, sees a soldier, takes him out. Yeah, no, he's an easy soldier. Just ran up to him, and he's like, "Hey, shoot me in the back." And the heavy's like, "I'm not a spy. I am a heavy, so I guess I'll just shoot you," which is just as good. And then he kills the mobile ammo pack, which is the pyro, and then he brings up this thing and he just punches the soldier eventually, and then he's like, okay, out of range, pull up, shoot. If you are not used to using the Fist of Steel and you are those kind of good guy heavies that always throws sandwich to the medic, you're gonna find that your sandwich timing is gonna be a bit off because of the shorter, rather longer weapon switch. It takes longer to switch weapons, which means the time it takes you to get into combat and get ready is even longer than normal. So that means, like, right now he has could have switched to minigun, but instead he opts to punch the guy. Of course, if that soldier knew that he was taking reduced damage, he could just run back or just run forward and punched him with the shovel. A real good shovel punch. So I'm going to do the trick again, in order just to see him, because it's really important that we see him as not a ghost, because that helps. A lot. Here he is. Yes. So you can see he's just pushing the cart. Let's do this. Just pushing the cart. Another heavy comes up there. He's shooting down. He's like, well, just hide in the corner. Okay, coast is clear. I'm gonna push. I'm essentially a scout capping this right now. This soldier does not understand how the Fist of Steel work, and ends up dying by being punched in the face. So against players who don't know how this item works, it's pretty good, but once you kill them enough times and death cam comes on and it says 100% more melee vulnerability, and they have enough English understanding, or they have it in their own language so they understand, you're pretty screwed. So right now, he could actually be switching to his minigun and shoot, but you know, snipers. I refreshed the HUD, so yeah, this looks nice. Thanks, Valve. I could actually stand here and shoot him, but because he is using the Fist of Steel, he won't actually get headshotted. So he's actually in a pretty good spot here where he's taking reduced damage and keeps getting healed, and other soldiers don't really know how to rocket jump up there, and he's just capping, and then they win! There we go, victory! Hey! There you go, bro. Good job. Yeah. So that was a bit more proper usage. You use your minigun this time, actually, which is very nice. So let's look at a really good example. Of course, it's gonna be me playing, so of course the example is absolutely free of error, because I am the best thing to ever happen. It's like, oh wait, these are not the items. These are the gloves running urgently. Well, these are the gloves of not getting killed by bullets, bombs, fire, anything but melee, really. Are these gloves? Fists of Steel. Pretty common item. If you have a premium account, you can easily trade this for 2 weapons, or maybe someone even give it to you. I know there's some stuff on Reddit that like gives away items, so you can check that out. Just go to reddit.com/r/tf2 and look around. So right now we're out in the open, haven't seen any snipers. We are currently on the red team, so we're gonna kill the blues. That is something you can tell yourself if you are being auto-balanced back and forth. Just be like, alright, I'm gonna kill the blues. And then you just remember in case you forget what team you're on. So we're looking around, and we're gonna throw a sandwich to a medic that's not behind us. Oh, a spy, killing him. Oh, there's a pyro, portable ammo pack. Yeah, there you go. Mini sentry as well. Taking out the nope, engineer survives. That's fine. And now we switch to the Fists of Steel. And if you watched my previous episodes, you know that if you're heavy using the shotgun, combining the Fists of Steel with the shotgun is not a good idea, I think. Because usually you use the Fists of Steel when moving around, just to be safe, and you use the shotgun when you're moving around and want to cover more distance and not stop and fire your gun, but you still want to do some damage. You know, the shotgun is pretty good for heavy if you know how to use it. Maybe not better than the sandwich overall, because sandwich like helps your team, like heal up and put them out of fire, and it also heals you like your total HP. But if you use the shotgun, this is essentially how you use it. Like you run around when you're not wanting to stop. Is essentially what you're gonna do. So of course taking high ground advantage is good. And here, this is the map Fastlane. I know this map. It's not really played that much. Of course I'm a ghost. Snipers usually like to hang out here. It's a very good sniper spot because, like I said in the sniper angle episode, there's like a box here and a box there. It's very easy to hit the targets that's coming in. So I have no idea what's waiting for me. So we're just gonna have a look. It doesn't hurt to look, and I go in like, oh, whoop, yep, not gonna go in there. All right, bravely run away. Oh shit, things after me. Okay, this is a good example. I'm retreating. I took some damage from the sentry, and I have a pyro shooting me from a shotgun. I also got bombs coming after me. So I'm gonna grab the ammo pack, switch to my minigun, and kill him. Yeah, portable ammo pack. Thank you. I think the pyro's damage per second with the flamethrower is around 300, but the heavy's like 520. So a heavy always wins if the heavy is spun up when the pyro comes around. So let's, oh, mini sentry, gotta take that out. Okay. So this is more for engagement. We know that there's a mini sentry, well, a sentry and a dispenser here. Did not know the spy was zapping it, so we're just gonna take a look here and try and see if we can kill something. And then we see the sniper with the arrows, and we have another demo man coming around the side here, but we take him out. And oh, it's Huntsman Sniper's pretty dangerous. And we're gonna try, oh, it's a pyro, oh dang. Oh gosh darn. We couldn't make it. His scout's like, oh, he's dead. He's gonna be moving around. Hello, scout. Excellent. So you use it when moving around. However, if you are used to just running with your minigun, you will notice that it takes slightly more preparation. And with the slower weapon switch, if you suddenly get jumped like you're running with the Fist of Steel and you do not expect to be in combat very soon, and you switch your weapons to the minigun, it's going to take a lot longer than if you were holding the minigun already because of the weapon switch and all that stuff. So of course we are still on Fastlane, a map that isn't really played that much. It's considered a bit stalematey. I personally think it's a good map. It qualifies for what I have for what a good map is. And then we get some lucky crits. Yeah, you love those. And then we just proceed to kill a bunch of stuff using the minigun, of course. You see, by not using the Fist of Steel and using the minigun instead, we're actually killing stuff, as opposed to surviving. I'm like, take that, you demo man, and then I'm gonna have a little snack. So, oh, it's a heavy. Oh, okay, not engaging that. And let me tell you why I'm not engaging that. You're like, well, you could have killed him, maybe. Here's the thing: in a heavy versus heavy fight, if we were both spun up, whoever can win is like a coin toss, pretty much. But if the other heavy has any help of any kind, if a scout just shoots at me from this distance and does 2 damage to me, he will do more damage than I do, and then I will die and he will live. So, as a heavy in one-on-one, heavy spun up situation, just go for it. If the other heavy has any support, or you know that you have some support, you go for it, or otherwise you just get out of there. And then you switch to your Fist of Steel, and then you bravely run away, like Sir Robin. So now we're just hanging around the dispenser, because I guess our team, yeah, opting to not have a medic whatsoever, because this is a public server after all, where you don't want to play medic, because you do like stalemate games and not being able to push. Taking out a scout, and now we're gonna check again, see if there's anything here. Oh, nothing here. Well, I don't see anything. Guess I'll keep. Oh, okay, scouts. And okay, so I'm deciding to just go for it because I think I have a higher damage output than these guys do, and they aren't that coordinated or focus firing me down. So grab a health kit. Yep, grabbing ammo. Oh, it's another heavy. He has a medic. I can't beat that. Fist of Steel up. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna run over here and yeah, take reduced damage. Yep, no real problem there. And we bravely run away, and we survived with very low health, but you can't see because it's a replay. But if we didn't have the Fist of Steel, we would have died there. We would not have survived. So, Fist of Steel, used correctly, definitely helps your survivability. Does not help you if you're using them and somebody ambushes you and you suddenly need to be able to shoot very fast, go into firing mode. It will take a lot slower, and if the other heavy is not running... here's an example. Heavies these days usually use Fist of Steel or Gloves Are Running Urgently. Okay, and here's the thing, like, it kind of evens out in a way. Because when you use the Gloves Are Running Urgently, you take mini crits, you take 33% more damage, right? But here's the thing, if one heavy, you meet a heavy, you're running with the Fist of Steel, he's running with the Gloves Are Running Urgently. Both of you switch weapons at the exact same time and spin up at the same time. Who wins? You will start firing later, 40% later, because of the weapon switch. However, the other heavy will take 33% additional damage for 3 seconds after the Gloves Are Running Urgently. Who wins? I don't know. Probably... I have absolutely no idea. Maybe it's a draw. Who knows? But here's the thing. If you run into a heavy with the Fist of Steel, and you switch your weapons, and he is already holding the weapon, you're screwed, because he will win. So, yes. That is actually a very good question, so we might have to revisit that another time. It's going to be high versus Fist of Steel heavy versus Gloves Running Urgently heavy. I know for a fact that if you take 2 bots, one blue and one red, and they're the same class, and let's say they're both snipers, and you make sure that they both aim at their head, and they both fire at the exact same time, red always wins because red gets priority if it's dead even. So being on the red team is better. Which is why all us underdogs, you know, we play blue team. Take that, soldier, fucking red. Priority asshole. Take that too, spy. Yeah, I'll have no snack. So then we proceed to go back. There's a bunch of medics, but hey, healing doesn't kill. Killing kills. Having a minigun, we take a lot of damage, but simply just too much. And we get taken out eventually. Here's the thing about heavies on pubs. If you're a new player, it's kind of hard because heavies seems unkillable if they're really good. But if the thing is, if you just keep shooting at them, they will eventually die. And people in the chat are saying that the Gloves Are Running Urgently heavy would win. No, the steel would win. But here's the thing, you're not spinning up at the same time. You're switching weapons at the same time. Pretty clever, huh? Pretty clever. So the next one is to be aware of that you have weapon reduction and that you can really kind of abuse it in a way, if you so desire. So we're going to be playing on Dust Bowl, another map that is not very good, in my opinion. So yeah, oh, look at that. Not sure if you guys seen this, but I'm gonna show you right here. Oh wait, hang on. Apparently you have to do it in third person. Bum pa bum bum. I hope Valve fixes this. There's also a problem with Source TV. There we go. And you can't see the spray. Thanks. Good. You can just rewind it if you're watching this in the archives. So, we're defending the first point, which is really fucking unfair. And here's the thing: if you're here, you're in a pretty damn good spot as a heavy. If you're using the fist of steel, like, yep, just gonna stand here. Can't die from headshot. And I'm not sure if a spy is able to jump up and stab you. I'd assume they can. But, I haven't seen any spies, so... If you're just standing in that spot, especially if you have overheal, you're just unkillable. And you've also seen some players do that on payload maps where you have a heavy who's just standing, like, right in the open with overheal with the Fist of Steel, and he's just looking out to see what's up, jumping. And you can't kill him. He's like a rock, but he can't kill you either.
Our control point is being captured.
So here, oh, we have a spy here. Oh, how's this gonna go? Of course, we do check our backs, and he decides to cloak right in front of us. Thanks. All right, taking him out. And switching to Fist of Steel, just see what's up, just hanging out. Yeah, do some damage. Shooting, shooting, shooting. Oh, Doberman's falling back. Yeah, you better fall back, bro. I got your back like a butt crack. And we're just hanging. Oh, incoming Doberman! Taking him out with our anti-everything gun. And then we go out the middle door, and then we die because Demomen shoot bombs at us, and that's what happens. Yes, so that is one thing you can also try out if you have overheal and you use the Fist of Steel. Try just standing in the open and be like, hey, look at me, you should fire at me. And then you're kind of a distraction. Yeah. So, we are now going to go over on some very standard play. Probably as standard as it gets when it comes to playing heavy with the Fists of Steel. Yes. So, we have Gozizan, who just became a moderator today because of his constant sending of replays and submission and contributing. So, here we go. He is going to be playing heavy, shocker, with the Fist of Steel, sandwich, and minigun. Oh, why don't we take a look at what he is... Let's see what he's wearing, dudes. Or she. I think it's a he. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. Oh! Here we go. We have hats. There we go. Running forward to the middle of the map. With disjointed hips. Okay, there we go. So let's seal it. Okay, switches to minigun. Put some pressure on the scout. Oh, sniper and soldier on the point. Gotta do some more damage. Oh, taking quite a bit of damage there. Oh, Fist of Steel, grabbing health pack. And switching back when we grab the health pack. And when we're moving around and not attempting to shoot at anything, we're holding the Fist of Steel up. Really goes without saying, but you know, that's how you do it. And he's taking some more damage and he's falling back. Probably gonna eat a sandwich. Yep, there we go. There's the sandwich. And there's the noms. And now he's back to full health, and now he only has 2 weapons. But now he has the sandwich again because he refilled it with mini health pack. That's good. And doing the jump, spin, kick, and trick. Very nice for cutting corners, getting a slight more momentum. Little trick you can do as a heavy. I recommend that you do it if you're new and you want to get around corners easily. It's pretty good. So we've seen him pretty standard. He's been attacking when it's been situation to attack, and he's fallen back when he really didn't have any other choice. And they're now capping the point here on Cold Front. A very cold map indeed. Be sure to wear your scarves. I don't have any hats. Well, that's because you're free to play and poor and Irish. So that sucks for you. Hats don't matter, but oh, spy! Spy. Yeah, Pyro takes him out. Not sure what happened to the medic though.
Our control point is
Being a bit indecisive and then eventually deciding to go attack with the rest of his team. Oh, soldier. Well, he got taken out. Guess I'll take the ammo and just do the spy checking. Yeah, because you can do that. Anyone suspicious, you shoot. So he's gonna move up here. And I'm not sure if you saw that. So let's go back. That is actually something very good that you don't see a lot of players do enough when they play heavy. And that is that they prepare. They make up for their playstyle. Ghost Zone knows that the weapon switch is slower. So usually what most players would do, they would run with the Fists of Steel all the way out here and then switch while they're in the open. But Ghost Zone's like, nope, I'm going to be a ghost. Here's my minigun. There you go. Switches before he even gets there because he's not using the gloves are running urgently. He doesn't have to worry about the minicrit, so he can just switch whenever he so pleases, and he switched. So his timing was excellent coming around the corner, which is, you know, it's small stuff like that that really, you know, enhances your play and gives you better game feel and all that stuff. And then it's going to take down another heavy. I'm just going to keep moving on. You know, as long as you don't see anything, keep moving forward. If the enemy teams are just spies, you know, you don't see them, even though they're there. There's an Uber popped. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, there you go. Nothing can really stop this at this point. The enemy team just does not have enough anti-gozes on at the moment. Just shooting and killing everything. And then he's falling away. A bit of a misposition there, but that's fine. Bit out of position as he bravely runs away. Another medic comes and he's like, well, I'm just gonna attack this scout. Yes, attack the scout. Don't want any sneaky backcaps going on. There we go. Of course, control points does lock if they're capped, so you can't really push into the last point they have if they cap the second one. And then they win. Pretty standard, pretty straight up. Everything after the book, nothing fancy, nothing cheesy. But here's the thing. Sometimes with your play, you don't really use Fists of Steel, and you might as well not use it. You might as well use Fists if you want the faster weapon switch or the gloves are running urgently. So this is a bit of a shorter replay where we see that, like, having the Fists of Steel or not having the Fists of Steel would actually not make any difference whatsoever. It would maybe be better to not have it in this situation. So right now he is defending, and he's just doing a ton of damage to these attackers, these stupid blue who think they can push that car into the pit. Red's gonna jump around here and get heals. Nothing we're really shooting at him. He had a lot of health remaining there. And you should really switch to your minigun, but this is pretty funny, you know. It's funny, but not really efficient, so it's really what you're going for. We're going to try to go for efficiency here, and the fun at the same time. And he has minigun and on him, and he's taking the high ground advantage. He has his medic with him, and he has his minigun, and he would have died there anyway, because there was just too much power from the soldiers, but he would probably have been better off if he had, you know, used the fists, or... He would have been worse off if he had used the gloves for running urgently. So yes. So let's take a look on how you use it before a push to get in the right positions and so forth. Because with the slower weapon switch, you have to 40% slower weapon switch. You have to prepare 40% more or something. So this is gonna be on Payload Thunder Mountain, or probably the longest map in the game, I think. It's pretty damn long. And yeah, it's gonna be pushing forward here through this little choke. It's a pyro, doesn't air blast you back even though he should. And you have heals from medic, so everything is fine. Throwing sandwich, the medic is safe. And pushing some more, doing some more damage to the people in the front. There he is, standing on the cart, and ooh. Oh, sniper! There's a sniper. What happened to the sniper? Did the sniper die? Did the sniper die? Place your bets! No, he is alive. So those who said yes, you were wrong. Even though that was not enough time for you to react, really. It's like when the friend goes, hey, guess what I had for dinner? Potatoes. And you're like, dude, I didn't have any time to guess. Said GPS before, somebody from Comedy Central inquired a joke copyright infringements or content stealing. The guy's dead anyway, so that's fine. Not really. So it's not doing a lot of work here, actually. Unfortunately, his medics get taken out, and now he's forced to either push or run away, and it's gonna be neither. He's just gonna die. So one thing it's good for is when you, let's say you're doing a push and there's a choke, and the enemy has a lot of demo men. There's just a lot of pipe bombs coming in. There's a lot of spam that you can't really deal with. So it's great for just hanging out in chokes, because they will do 40% less damage, and if you have heals, the heal still heals you the same. So the heal is even more effective that way. So you can hang out in chokes, take a bit more damage with these, and just be there, just occupy that space. I don't think enough players realize this, even in higher levels of play, that just being at a position, not really doing anything, but just being there helps. Because you are in that area. You are contesting it. It's important. Just hanging out. Yeah, shoot me, shoot me, shoot. Okay, bravely run away. Right, oh, the pirate's still alive. Okay. Probably switch to minigun and kill them. But he's like, yeah, you know, let the sentry do the work. One thing we could also do, I don't see enough heavies doing that, but we cover that in one of the episodes, that if you stand in front of a sentry that is being built, the sentry is going to have 300 additional Russian fat things weight in front of it. And especially if you have the Fist of Steel. Haven't mathemized the, that's a word I made up. Calculated is also associated with that word. How much effective health you have. If you have like 40% more damage reduction or so. I might have gotten some of the numbers wrong with the weapon switch and stuff like that, but you know how it is, you know. You can just check. So he's still hanging around the chokes, just, yeah, taking some damage. Doesn't really care. Jumps down. Looking to get into a better position here. So yeah, if you use Fist of Steel, stand in front of a sentry gun, that's pretty good because the sentries can still shoot through you on the enemy. Despite of what other people say, like, no, you can't shoot through your teammates. You absolutely can with every hit scan weapon, in fact. The only thing that doesn't go through are rockets at a certain distance. I think pipes and stickies go through as well. Karate does not go through, as you may have experienced. And here comes another crits. On defense, crits very good for just killing people. When survival is not really important, when it's more important that others don't survive. It's kind of reverse surviving. We survive by eliminating the others and not out-surviving them. So Gozan has pretty much been hanging around in this area this entire round. He's taking a lot of damage, but he's fine with the Fist of Steel. Also packing a punch back with the minigun here. If he'd used the Tomislav, he would have had much worse results, because the Tomislav has way less damage output. Same with Natasha. You generally want to use Natasha. I mentioned this in the Natasha episode, that you generally want to use the Natasha episode when you don't want your opponents to run away from you. But if the opponents are coming towards you, it's kind of not really good. So getting crits punched. This heavy here gets taken out as well. Look out for spy. I thought I saw a spy behind you. Goes eyes. You see the spy? Whoa! Look at this Super Saiyan. Oh, there he is. He's like, ah, Super Saiyan. Oh! And then he gets stabbed. Yes. That was some Super Saiyan right there. Tell me, viewers, do you like sticky traps on the enemy team? If the answer is no, then you should take a look at this. Also known as a sticky trap. And I want to be able to see Goz is on, so we're going to use this little trick. Loading. It's going back in time, you can tell. Oh, there he is. He's like, yep, nope. Just gonna checking out those Goz on, by the way. Yeah, getting the scout. He's like, sees the stickies on the ground. And it's like, okay, Shooting. Shooting, okay. Mini sentry, get it! Yeah, get it. Oh, taking some damage. Oh, okay. Okay, Fist of Steel. Haha, survived. In your face, demo man. I'm a rock star. So there we go. Survived 4 stickies there with overheal. And he's like, yeah, jump down, Crits Krieg. Oh, Uber, oh. Kill his engineer and kill these demos over here eventually. Okay, dispenser still, okay. Fist of Steel. Come on, punch! Punch! Oh, yeah, that's right. You're not invincible. Just takes a little longer before you die. So with that, we're just gonna keep moving on. Hopefully you're getting a good idea of how to use it and how to not use it. But keep in mind, if a sniper throws Gerardi at you and hits you with a bushwhacker, or a pyro puts you on fire, and you get hit with the extinguisher, it does 390 damage in 1 hit. Which is more than you have when you're not healed. So be careful of that. So, this is, you know, he is just hanging out in the cart. I should really use his minigun right now and kill that demo man. It's only a demo, but he's like, I'm just gonna push this up here. Oh, medic got taken out. Okay, okay. Okay, so we're gonna do our little trick again. I have to do this every time. I apologize, but I'm not really sorry, because I didn't make this. It wasn't like this before, but then they were like, Christmas update, and then it was like this, only worse. Okay, so we're back. Well, okay, not going that way. I am going to have a sandwich! Yes! And... hitboxes. How to explain that one, Stabby?
Well, you see, the heavy was actually not turned around properly. He was actually the other way. It's known as the sandwich syndrome, which is very, very good. Very great.
I forgot what this was. Goes on playing something. Good. I forgot the notes. That's good. So he's running up here. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yes. Good. It's gonna be the last replay. And it's gonna be on Frontier, a map I actually like. A lot of people don't like it. It's kinda long, it can be kinda choke pointy, but you know, just fun. You know. Let's have another swig of my delicious iced tea. It goes on, it's going to be moving forward here and using his minigun to not kill that helper. Oh, sentry, kill it! There's a pyro with the phlogistonator. Can't really air blast heavies, can you? Well, you can die and give the heavy ammo. I guess you're helpful in that way, but that's not really the way you want to be helpful. Because you actually want to be helpful to your own team, not to the opponent's team. It's like, hey, if I use this item, that will give the enemy team an advantage. I guess I will use this whenever it's convenient for them. I'm actually a spy on the other thing. Team versus thing. Please notice that Goes On hasn't died, and he's been playing very safe. And this medic's like, yeah, I'm not gonna go down there. And he's just having a sandwich, having a little snack, and using the Fist of Steel. Cause why is he using the Fist of Steel here? There's no one here. Oh, but you know, there might be a sniper here, or a sniper here. Or a sniper. Sniper is, he is. Here he is! There! I found him, yeah, because you want to look out for that guy. Whew! Save that one. Thanks, heads up display. Where's Goes Down? There we go. Keep in mind this door on the right is not open yet, as the cart hasn't capped the point yet, so gotta look out for those snipers. All one of them. So heavy, you know, attacking on the high ground, pretty good. Also, dispenser is great for refilling your ammo. One like a broken metal piece is a lot of ammo actually, and that goes on. It's just, I think he's lagging a bit, and then it shows off slightly. So of course he's gonna be moving around, being a bit jittery, and now he's gonna be pushing the cart because no one. He's not gonna be pushing the cart. He's actually gonna go in the front and using the fist of steel. Good, good. Taking any reduced damage here. Doesn't really take that much. Pyro. Oh, come here, you health pack. No, I mean ammo. Oh, okay, run away. Okay, come here. Yeah, got you.
Predictable.
Yeah, you're kind of predictable when I knew you were gonna follow me, aren't you? Yeah. And there we go. Using the Fist of Steel to take any reduced damage just to see what's up. Of course, Goes-On doesn't know what's here yet, but he can think that's a sentry up there, and there is, and he kills it, which is good. And then he's just standing on the ground shooting up, which is not good, but it's better than not shooting, I guess. Sniper comes on. Nice pop there by the medic, saving his fat Russian swole ass there. Cart isn't moving forward, I think. Sentry is trying to get rebuilt, but it goes on is denying it. You notice that when you're shooting up, you can't actually see what's around you on the ground, which is one of the major downsides to shooting up as opposed to shooting down. When you shoot down, you see more than when you shoot up. It's strategically better, according to every strategy man ever, to be above your enemy. It's always a good thing. Because when you're up top, you make the calls, and when you're on bottom, you just take it. In many ways that you can probably interpret the way you wish. So Goes on here, still doing a substantial amount of damage. Keep in mind that you can jump and crouch, and if you get hit by a rock, then that time you'll actually fly longer than if you didn't. There you go. And now he's using the I'm a rock strategy, where he's just gonna sit here and be like, you can't shoot me because I'm stationary. Punch! Yeah, taking him out. Fist of Steel punch. Victory! What? Okay, you saw how that dude. What happened to the train? I've actually never seen that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go back if you're watching this in the archives. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen again. So okay, slow it down. Okay, so he just punched him. He's invisible. The crowd is going forward. Slowly, slowly. And we're approaching there. You're getting closer, yep. Play-by-play commentary, something moving really slow. This is how you commentate the snail race. There you go. It goes down, and... Okay. That looked weird. Probably look better in fast motion. But yeah, that's gonna conclude the Fist of Steel episode. Yeah, woo! Hey, dude. Party time. Yes. So, for the next topic. It's just gonna be called crits. And there is a very little constraint, but here's the constraint. You may not play as engineer, medic, sniper, or spy. You can play as whatever other class you like, with whatever other loadout, on whatever map, and the title is just crits. So you can interpret that any way you want, if it's you taking the crits, or being given the crits, or just being lucky, or so. So that's going to be topic, it's going to be crits. So, that is for next Tuesday. That's in a week, so you have a week to do that. You have the weekend as well. So submit replays. And if you don't know how to submit, there is a guide that I made long ago in the stream page, actually below. That's called How to Replay, and you can actually watch that, and it shows you how to submit replays. Be sure to watch the replays before you send them, otherwise the files won't show up. Yes, and for tomorrow, I will be going over what I think makes a map good, you know. So we're going to be looking at some good maps and some bad maps, and just trying to examine the maps to see what makes the map good. There's nothing to submit. There's only going to be submissions on Tuesdays. Wednesdays and Thursdays are going to be other stuff. So thank you for watching. Be sure to check me out on YouTube if you're not already. Go to HiGPS.no and watch videos if you want to support me with money that you don't have. Just watch an ad and I'll get money. Or you could donate on the stream page if you so desire. Also have a Steam group where all announcements and stuff gets posted. So if you're in game and you want to watch the stream, it just pops up whenever we're live. Anything else? Yes, I have a Twitter at HiGPS. YouTube is HiGPSTF2. Everything's on the stream page and on the website HiGPS.no, because that's the answer when you ask somebody if they heard about the website. It's like, have you heard about HiGPS? And they go no, and you go, that's the website. So next time it's going to be crits, and we all love crits.